dykes. No folks, I'm not trying to insult you, I'm not trying to say slurs. My name is Bart Coppens and my home country is the Netherlands. A lot of people don't know this because I made a lot of videos in Brazil and Uganda and they assume that I'm Brazilian or something. But this is my home country, the Netherlands. And we have a lot of dikes to prevent the country from flooding because most of the Netherlands is below sea level. Dikes are very well maintained and they can be an interesting place to find wildlife, in particular moths and butterflies. You see, the council, the government doesn't allow any trees or shrubs to grow here. They are regularly mowed and grazed. So you'll mostly see herbs. Also, they are a high point, so some butterfly species, sorry for the wind guys, some butterfly species tend to come to the top of the dike here to feed on the wildflowers. But more importantly, something special is happening this year. In my area there seems to be a huge migration of the old world swallowtail, Papilio machaon. This is special because this species is not always common in my area. In some years they are very abundant and in some years they are completely absent and I don't see any of them. There's been years where I've seen 0 swallowtails in my area for a whole year. But right now they are migrating in this area. So today, I'm gonna make a nature vlog. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna look for botany, cool plants, cool animals, with a focus on entomology and wildflowers. Let's go. Sorry for the wind. Yeah, that's my bicycle. I'm just that Dutch. Let's get started, okay? Let's just... Oh, fuck. Almost. If you're wondering what the commotion was, the net just got stuck between my bicycle wheel and it bent. Hi folks. A car just scared it away. Here was one of the first ones. They are very hard to film in this wind. They are very strong flyers, as you can see. And they rarely settle down. Not to mention the passing cars tend to scare them off. This one seems to be a bit tired. Hopefully it's gonna rest somewhere. Here we go. Here's a good shot of one. Sadly the wind is ruining the shot. They can be a shy and skittish species, a very strong flyer. The only moment when they aren't shy is when they're feeding. They seem to become unaware of their surroundings once they're on a flower. But when flying around, especially in strong wind, it's hard to keep up with them and it's even harder to make a good close-up of these beasts in the wind. But this year I've never seen this many swallowtails in my area. I might actually want to try and catch it. Well, the car just scared it away. The cars here are a problem, like they seem to bother the butterflies. That's the first one. There's many more of them today. That's gorgeous, isn't it? These butterflies are really something special. They're one of my favorite species here in the Netherlands. Let's see if we can find some more. Now this is what I really like. Do you see what I see on the dike? It's something that I really like. And it's something that's very important for swallowtails. This must be a perfect spot if you ask me. I'll give you a moment to guess what it is that I'm looking at. Also, welcome to my country, the Netherlands. Everything here is flat. We don't really have much hills or mountains. I'm used to it. I think it's beautiful. Lots of people on bicycles. But what is it that I'm looking at that is so important? Can you guess? Folks, the answer is it's these white flowers. What are they? This is Dykes carota, also known as wild carrot. Yes, I'm not kidding you, this is carrot, as in the actual vegetable that you like to eat. It grows wild here in Europe. In case you're wondering why I'm not having free carrot salads every day, they are not very tasty. Wild carrots are very bitter and the roots are very small compared to the domesticated version. But one of the major host plants of the old world swallowtail butterfly is wild carrot here in the Netherlands. They have several host plants, I think in southern Europe, like France, Greece, etc. They also really like to use fennel, parsleys, many crucifers. The British subspecies is specialized in using milk parsley. But here in the Netherlands, in my country, they really tend to go for wild carrot a lot of the time. You have to be pretty lucky to find caterpillars, but it does attract the butterflies. They like to hang out in places where there's host plants and set up a territory for breeding. I really hope the council doesn't decide to mow these down. They do have a fetish for, I'm sorry, Council of Tiel, if you're listening. I think you have some good initiatives, like you have a park with butterflies and stuff. But sometimes you mow all the wild flowers. I don't like that. But yeah, the swallowtails should be in the area. I mean, this is perfect. Rest my case. I rest my case. It did not take very long for a swallowtail to show up. This is like the fourth one that I've already seen today, but it's the second one I get a nice close-up of. Oh, it's sitting still. One of the hind wings is missing a tail, it seems, on this individual. Yo, as you can see, they can stay a long time on a flower if they're drinking, but they do go from flower to flower pretty quickly. Here it is again. Can we do another close-up? Oh yes. That's amazing. Maybe now from far away, so you can see it flying against the backdrop. Wow, that's wonderful. Look at how big. I mean, I've been in many countries and places, and I've seen some of the world's biggest butterflies, but in my home country, the Netherlands, it's one of the bigger species that you can see here. I think it's actually I think it might be the biggest butterfly species in my country. This might be the same individual again, or not. It does seem to be missing the same tail. Oh, it's windy. It's very hard to make this kind of footage when it's windy, guys. I'm trying my best, okay, for all you nature lovers. Sorry, working outdoors is not easy. Gosh, this would have been such an amazing close-up if the wind did any cooperation with me. So here we have one sitting on its host plant, being thrown about by the wind. Funny thing is, these butterflies seem to like the wind. They're a strong flyer and they take advantage of it. And it helps them escape. If there's a predator, they just go downwind and they disappear in a second. Here comes another one. Did you see it? I'm having a fantastic time here in the wildflowers. Never seen this many swallowtail butterflies in 1 year. Not in my area. I know in southern Europe and stuff they are really common, but in the Netherlands it's still special to see them. proceeding further, I'm starting to see less and less swallowtails. It's funny how sometimes you can see 3 or 4 in one spot and then suddenly there's less. Now they seem to be both very nomadic and very territorial. How does that work? Well, basically the butterflies can migrate long distances. There's records of them crossing like the English Channel from France to the southern UK. So they are a very strong flyer. They can cross oceans, rivers, lakes, mountains. Ah, there goes another swallowtail. But once they like a place, they do tend to settle in the area and set up a little territory. I guess when it comes to breeding and stuff, they do like to have their own territories. Anyway, I just saw another one of them, but it's down there at the moment, so not sure if I'm going to be able to film that one. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe walk down this path and then I'll go down here next to the river, because down there might be some swallowtails too, although they do like to go to high places. This behavior is called hilltopping and it's common in swallowtail butterfly species. They tend to gather at high points in the landscape. They use it as meeting points to meet each other and mate, find others of their own kind. They are attracted to certain features in the environment. One of them is their host plant, carrots, fennel. Second of all, hills, mountain tops, high areas, especially with a lot of flowers. Yeah, there they can set up like these small territories and you'll be expected to see them. Oh, I see one right now, but you probably can't, unless it comes closer. Did you see it? There it goes. Hopefully it settles. We do a little closer. I mean, you can see it flying, right? Probably. Sorry, this is awkward. I have to bend over in the grass. I'm not used to bending over that much. Let's see, where is it? I can see it with my... I lost sight of it for a moment, but that's okay. I'm pretty confident we're gonna see more of them at this point. I'm 100% sure, actually. One of my favorite butterflies is the common blue, Poliomatus icaris. And it seems that this male has found a female to mate with. But the other males are not really having it, because they are fighting for her. Sorry dudes, she's already taken. But here you can see how strong the pheromone is of the female when she's mating. Even when she's occupied with another male, the other males just don't give up. They just swarm to her. Perhaps trying to outcompete the other male. This is a butterfly that I'm kind of sick of filming, because I did a whole documentary on these. I filmed them like for 2 years. Their whole life cycle. It was a laborious effort. Still one of my favorites though. This is a funny thing to film. So the one with the blue wings are all males. The females of this species have brown wings. I don't think the female is opening her wings right now, so you can't really see that at the moment. Very funny butterfly moment. I was wondering why there were so many butterflies concentrated on one flower that's not even blooming, but it's all about the female. Butterflies and moths are pretty perverted creatures in a way. Most of their life revolves around mating and courtship. I guess the other thing is finding nectar, flowers and territory, but yeah, the mating thing, it's big. That's funny. Speaking of the common blue butterfly, later this year I feel like doing a breeding tutorial on this species. I think the common blue should be very easy for me to breed in captivity. And then I'll teach you about its life cycle and ecology as well. I already did a documentary on them in the wild. But yeah, I can show you how to make an easy setup. It's a common species, very widespread, not endangered, so on this channel we make sure that we don't touch, we don't harass protected species, endangered species, we leave them alone. But if the species are common and there's educational purpose and it's legal, then I think there's no problem with enjoying the life cycle of a butterfly. I think it's great. Ignorance is an existential threat to insects. People think they're disgusting or weird or don't learn about them in depth. So I think there's a lot of positives in breeding these species and really learning up close, experiencing up close these insects. Doesn't mean you have to put everything in captivity, you have to harass every species. When you see a rare plant or animal, your first thought shouldn't be, oh, I wish I can keep this as a pet. I wish I could capture these and breed them. But at the same time, it is one of the things that I do on this channel. Not today, because today I'm filming wild butterflies, okay? I'm releasing all of them back to nature, even if I catch one. So far I haven't caught any of them. But I also do captive breeding sometimes for educational purpose, and I think it's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'll show you later how to breed common blue butterflies, they're pretty cute. City here is called Tiel. I lived here more or less all my life. Some people will say, Bart, it's really stupid to say on YouTube where you live. I don't care, I have nothing to hide and I have good experiences with my followers so far. If I had any bad experiences or things to hide or controversies, I definitely wouldn't say where I live on YouTube. But also it's a whole city with 20,000 people. Just knowing the city doesn't mean you know where I live. But I have nothing to hide. Perhaps now's the right time to go down. And now I'm basically walking down the path where I was walking a few minutes ago on top of the dike. Basically the same road, but just going back this time. What do you guys think about this area? Leave a comment. Alright, this is cool, it looks nice. Whole bunch of flowers here. Very cool. Should we take a closer look? Of course we should. Wow. Do you guys know your plants? This appears to be purple loose strife, Litrium salicaria. It doesn't seem to be attracting much butterflies, but it seems to attract a lot of bumblebees and bees, which is also great because bumblebees and bees are important. It grows in wet places. It's not very rare, but this is a lot of them in one place. I enjoy the color. Are so important, guys, for insects. I don't know if you guys can see how many bumblebees there are, but I can definitely see it right now. The thing is, filming small things with this camera might be obvious to my eyes, but might not be obvious to my viewers. But at least I'm seeing a lot of bumblebees right now in this shot. But maybe you can see some of them too. There are so many of them. Really awesome. I've seen several more swallowtails, but I've been a bit unable to film them. They just scoot past. Just like this one. I mean, I see another one right now, like I have my eyes on it, but it's so fast. How can I even catch up? I can see it literally flying there. Oh, here's another one. Finally. It's being chased by a second butterfly. Amazing. This one is sitting still. It's giving itself up for me. In these conditions, which is the wind, the sun, the fact that they are very active, this is probably the best and highest quality footage that I can offer you today. So far I've all day been chasing these butterflies while they're trying to get away from me. But now for the first time I can offer you a real good quality close-up, even if it was just for a few seconds. Enjoy. Yeah, they're very active butterflies, they don't stop flying. And here it comes. Did you see that? It landed again. Amazing. This is some of my highest quality footage. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. You can see all the details on its wings. That was perfect. That was utterly perfect. Once again, making close-ups of this butterfly is really challenging in the wild sometimes. It's easier when the weather is a bit cooler, but it's summer, it's like 25 degrees Celsius. And the heat just like supercharges them. They can be very skittish. You have to be really lucky for them to land sometimes on a flower or on the ground when they are tired. This one's felt like resting for a few seconds. I don't think it's getting any better than this close-up, to be honest. Unless I catch one of them, but I don't feel like disturbing these animals today. But that was great. I'm super happy with this. Council of Tiel, are you watching? Gemeente Tiel. Niet vaak de dijk maaien. Oké, er groeit hier wilde wortel en daar komen koninginnenpaasjes op af. Sommige jaren maai het alsjeblieft niet weg. I think I'm gonna move away from this area now, guys. For two reasons. First of all, it's evening now. It's currently summer in the Netherlands and it's Northern Europe, so the sun is not going down until 10 o'clock in the evening. To some of you that might sound crazy and insane. Just ask anybody who lives in Germany or the United Kingdom or Northern Europe. We tend to have very long summer days. Sun goes down 10 o'clock in summer, and in winter the sun goes down like 4 o'clock. It's because of the latitude. Despite us having a long amount of sunlight, the butterfly activity does tend to die down when the solar radiation gets weaker. I think we still have a good 1 or 2 hours of butterfly activity left before the butterflies really stop flying. But I'm also heading out for two other reasons. Number one, I think we caught our white whale today. I set out to film swallowtail butterflies, and well, I don't think I can do better than the close-up that I just did. Even if it was just a few seconds. Alright. In fact, let's replay it. Let's replay the close-up because I'm proud of it. And that's what this day has been all about. Filming those darn swallowtails. They're trying to fly away from me. Let's replay it. In these conditions, which is the wind, the sun, the fact that they are very active, This is probably the best and highest quality footage that I can offer you today. So far I've all day been chasing these butterflies while they're trying to get away from me. But now for the first time I can offer you a real good quality close-up, even if it was just for a few seconds. Enjoy. Yeah, they're very active butterflies, they don't stop flying. And here it comes. Did you see that? It landed again. Amazing, this is some of my highest quality footage. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. You can see all the details on its wings. And I don't think that me chasing swallow, this is my bicycle by the way. I'm gonna use it soon to ride a bit further, see if I can find more stuff. And then I'm gonna head back home. But yeah, I could go and film more swallowtail butterflies, but I think I made my point. They're also, you know, becoming less active. And I'm starting to get bored chasing the same butterflies for several hours. You might find some other species maybe before I get home. Actually, it's this white flower here is worth talking about. It's an interesting one. Yeah, I can be into plants too sometimes. This wonderful little plant here is wild chamomile. And the smell of it is delicious, and it always reminds me of my childhood because I grew up in this area. So the smell of chamomile, as you can see, it's common here, has always been present in my life in this area. I've been smelling this stuff since childhood. I'm not sure which species of chamomile it is. I think there are several. Not sure if I have the skills to identify them, but yeah. They say smell is linked to memory. It's perhaps a remnant from our days that smell played a bigger role in our life as mammals. Just think about how good dogs are at locating things based on smell and remembering things based on smell. Actually, many animals do that. Maybe we used to in the past. Perhaps we still do, but it plays a smaller role. But I can really sense it. If I smell this plant, I just remember childhood. There's also a really nice species of moth, and its caterpillars feed on it. It's called the chamomile shark. The species is more common than people realize, but they rarely come to light. And the caterpillars are hard to find, but they might be here in the area. I do want to apologize a little bit to the people who religiously and fanatically used to watch my new videos every weekend. Oh no. Yeah, I'm still drinking that poison. What do I have to apologize for? Well, I admit that this year has been very slow in terms of new content. I used to be a very prolific YouTuber. But this year, due to personal reasons, it's going slow. The first and most important reason is work. Yes, guys, it feels like the older I get, the more responsibilities I have. Don't get me wrong, I still don't have a lot of responsibility compared to many guys my age. You know, compared to the average 32-year-old. I don't have that much responsibilities in my life, but I do keep getting more and more of them. And here's the thing, guys. For personal reasons, I need to make a lot of money this year. First of all, I traveled recently to Uganda, and that trip was so expensive that I'm still paying it off. I need to earn thousands of euros to pay it all back. The trip was much more expensive than I anticipated. And because of that, I'm working 4 to 5 days a week, and it steals all my free time. If I have to work for 5 days, take care of my insects, you know, raise butterflies and moths, that only leaves me 2 days of weekend, which allows me to see some friends or family, and then it's Monday and it's back to work. That's the first reason. Reason number one is I am working a lot and I just don't have that much free time this year. I'm really sorry. The second reason is that this year has been terrible for butterflies and moths. I don't know why. It feels like my whole life there's been a slow and steady decline in wildlife, wild plants, wild animals, and I do love going into nature and filming some wildlife for you guys. There wasn't just that many interesting things to show. Spring was very cold and rainy, and then suddenly summer was cold and rainy, but now we have a heat wave with like 35 degrees Celsius, which is rare in the Netherlands and ridiculous. So maybe the climate extremes are slowly wiping out the butterfly and moth diversity in my area. These swallowtail butterflies showing up in big numbers is actually new. It's something exciting, and it's the first exciting thing that I found in my area. As soon as I saw these swallowtails, I was like, wow, I need to make a video about this. But usually I have a lot more to show, you know. So yeah, you can go in some of my older videos where I go exploring in my area and go into nature. We find a lot of insects that I can talk about. But this year, I don't know, we just don't have that many butterflies. So that's two reasons. One, work, finances. Two is it's not a great season this year for butterflies and moths, sadly. Reason number three is fatigue. See, here's the thing, guys. On my computer I have a crazy amount of unfinished videos. Let me show you something. What I usually do is I film moth or butterflies in captivity after I breed them. But then I don't edit the video. Why? Because I love filming videos, I love shooting videos, but I hate editing and uploading them. This results in me filming many videos. You know, I'm filming a video, filming a video, filming a video. And then suddenly now I have a library of like dozens of unfinished videos on my computer. And this has been overwhelming me because, to be honest, editing is something I don't like. I love filming, I love like making vlogs. Like today was fantastic, I really enjoyed showing you swallowtails. I love it, I'm in my element. But it's the editing and uploading that I hate. And I put it off, I postpone it, you know, I'm procrastinating. And before you know it, my computer is now filled with hundreds of videos that need to be edited. And I guess I'm avoiding doing it because of the stress that I feel. Because I feel like the pressure, I need to finish these videos. I need to upload them. But for some reason that just makes me block. You know, it's like a mental blockade. So yeah, money, work, finances, responsibilities. Number two, it's been a terrible year for moths and butterflies. Number three is stress. Because of my huge video backlog, sadly. I feel like I'm cracking under pressure. Also, I'm starting a university, I'm studying, I'm seeing friends, I'm like working, and there's just so much that happened. So, and I have to fill in the blanks, you know, combine YouTube with my website, with breeding insects, with maintaining a social life, work, studies, and everything is just overwhelming. I guess I'm a bit burned out sometimes, sorry guys. I'm trying my best. I really am trying my best. I'm not giving up on this channel. I have ideas for amazing videos and for amazing species to breed. All I really ask for you guys is please be patient. Even if I'm slow right now, behind the scenes I am working to finish some amazing moth and butterfly footage. Please don't forget about me and my channel. I will be back in full force once I regain my footing and my mental fortitude. Just need to recover a bit from all this stress in my life at the moment. Being in nature helps though, and I'll try to make more nature videos on the side if I have free time. I do really enjoy them, but yeah, time's been tough sometimes. You can help by simply liking my videos, sharing my videos, subscribe to my channel. The more people watch my channel, the happier I am. It makes my heart happy when people enjoy my videos. So this is gonna be a very casual little upload. It's like nothing deep. It's just gonna be like a short vlog of me showing you some of my favorite butterflies. There are so many swallowtails, I really just had to show it. It is special in a way, because I never seen that many in my area, so I'm happy to have this footage. But I promise you bigger and better things are coming to this channel, alright? If you have just a little bit of patience for me to finish sad videos, please, please. So yeah, that's it. I think I'll soon go home, but maybe on the way back I'll see some butterflies, and when I do I'll of course stop to film them for you. But yeah, sun is real low in the sky, and I think most butterflies are ceasing their activity. But it's been great. It's been a very nice day. I hope I'll be back with rare species soon. Don't stop loving butterflies and moths. These animals need our support. Cheers. Oh yeah. If you live in the Netherlands and you want to see butterflies, should you come to Tiel? I don't think that our area is special in terms of wildlife, but it depends on the year. Some years we have swallowtail butterflies and other stuff. But not every year, sadly. So you gotta be lucky. We do have some nice environment though.